Rockford Lee's gigantic wall-to-wall sell-off ends this Sunday. Don't miss it. It's your last chance for fantastic savings. Don't buy until you've seen Leith.
WREX-TV, Rockford, Illinois.
Poltergeist chains and a disintegrating living room? Yeah, well, you don't sound all that concerned about it yourself. Look, Sky, I have more important things on my mind right now than haunted houses, so... Oh, yeah? Well, Sophia Capulet's murder, for one, which at least is in the realm of reality. Oh, I see. You figured out how it was done, huh? What? Yeah, it was freezing that night. Yeah, well, what cape? Now, what the hell has a cape got to do with it? Yeah, well, you know what I think? I think I could come up with a better theory on a Ouija board. So you just keep at it, and if you should happen to stumble over a fact, give me a call.
What's his problem?
Nothing that invalidating his license wouldn't cure.
That bad?
It's worse. You know, I'm beginning to get the feeling that Mr. Whitney has been holding out on us. I mean, I've heard of some wild theories, but this one rips the coat, if you know what I mean.
Well, did he mention a suspect?
No. The only thing suspect about this entire thing is Sky, if you ask me. Didn't mention any names, but I just get the feeling that he knows who's responsible for this.
All right, we'll stay on top of him.
Yeah. Chief, is there any new word about Chris?
I don't know. I'm on my way over to the hospital now.
Well, look, I want you to know something. When we get some kind of a solid lead on whatever creep did this, I want to be in on this bust. I don't care if I'm on duty or off duty. I want a piece of this collar.
Okay, you got it. But in the meantime, put a little bit more weight on the Earl case. Those house guests are getting very edgy, and I can't keep them there much longer. And I would like to have that case wrapped up before all my suspects are spread out across the globe.
Yeah, will do.
I'm a little amazed at how fast things have happened between us.
Well, you don't get what you want in this world by just sitting around and waiting for it to happen, so.
Yeah. Up to this point, that's usually been my line.
And I'm sure lots of models have fallen for it, probably.
No. I generally like to keep my work and my personal life separate.
Well, on work. Got any regrets about mixing business and pleasure with me?
In your case, the work is a pleasure, and the pleasure is much more.
Mr. Foster put on a restricted diet.
He's been complaining about the food already.
Well, you tell him that Dr. Carell says that if he puts any more sugar in his body, he may not be complaining about anything.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you.
Beth.
Oh, Derek, how are you?
Well, that'd be a lot better if you could give me something positive about Chris.
I'm afraid I've been with one of my private patients all morning. I haven't had a chance to check up on Chris yet.
Well, do you think it'd be possible to speak to one of her doctors?
Of course. I'll have him paged right away. Nurse, has there been any word from Miles yet?
He should be here any time now, although it's a little bit late for his diagnosis, don't you think?
Derek, Chris is in the best of hands. We're all doing everything we can to pull her through. I know how upsetting all of this must be.
It's a mild choice of words for the way I feel right now. After all this time, she's still unconscious.
Derek, it is too soon to be pessimistic. Head wounds are always unpredictable. It's not unusual for a person to be unconscious for a week or
maybe she'll never wake up.
Edge of Night is brought to you by Puritan Oil. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win. And by today's Cheer, made to work hard in today's lower temperatures.
This little wish of holiday cheer comes from the folks of All Temperature Cheer. Look for the bright red ribbon on family-size boxes of All Temperature Cheer. It means special holiday savings from us to you.
The Puritan diet. Is it what the Pilgrims ate when they landed at Plymouth Rock? Hardly. The Puritan diet is a plan proven in a university study with families like yours to reduce serum cholesterol 9.6% in just 3 weeks. And Puritan oil helps it work. Puritan's low in saturated fat and has no cholesterol. The perfect oil to prepare meals with chicken, fish, and vegetables. That is the Puritan diet, proven in a university study to help families like yours cut cholesterol.
Well, preacher, never thought I'd say this, but I finally found somebody interesting in Monticello who even speaks in words of more than one syllable.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, that's the way we're getting along all right. Just great.
Something funny, Emerson, or is that a private joke?
Yeah, something like that, Slick, except you haven't known Shelley long enough to understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I haven't known you long enough to like it.
Well, that's cool, man. That's real cool. But if you two want to play prom night, go somewhere else, 'cause I got some work to do. You understand?
Listen, look, just preacher likes to play big honcho. Why don't we just go back to the theater office, okay? I'll show you where my leg hurts.
I can't believe it. All we can do is just sit and wait for these doctors to figure out what's wrong with her. For crying out loud, this is 1983. You're gonna tell me all those people with all their medical degrees and all their medical journals can't diagnose a gunshot wound? The hell are they getting paid for anyway?
I wish it was as simple as it sounds.
Well, what's so difficult about it?
Derek, the bullet didn't penetrate. And if it had, we would have at least been able to gauge the physical damage.
Well, thank God for that.
Yes, thank God for that. But you see, in Chris's case, the bullet just glanced off. And that makes it much harder. Harder still is telling what the effects of shock to the body are. I'm sorry, Derek.
I know.
Now, I'm afraid I have an appointment with Preacher Emerson that can't wait. But I'm sure it would be all right if you'd like to stay here for a minute longer.
Yes, I would like to. Thank you, Doc.
Am I happy at what I do? Well, I suppose being a glamour photographer has its moments. After a while, though, it begins to lose some of its luster. One woman after the other, each with a bigger ego than the last.
There's no business like show business,
Yeah, right. You know, I had one model take me to court because I forgot to touch up a mole under her chin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, another blamed a case of acne on my floodlights, claimed that the heat made her break out. I mean, stuff like that kind of makes you want to rethink your life's ambition, you know.
Oh, now wait a minute. Come on, you're way too good a photographer to let stupid things like that make you want to quit.
No, that's not what I meant. More like changing horses than getting out of the saddle. I mean, when I first got into this business, I had all these noble aspirations, you know? I wanted to touch people with my pictures. I wanted to do something important with them, make them feel, make them care.
Well, so go for it then, Jeremy.
Well, I intend to. And I think Nancy Carr can help me. She just doesn't know it yet.
Is your cold medicine complete?
Guess not. I took my regular cold medicine, but my head still aches, and I'm still coughing.
Next time, try Cotylenol. It's complete cold medicine. With a decongestant for stuffy heads, an antihistamine for runny noses, a cough suppressant, and a pain reliever.
Cotylenol is complete. It relieved my runny nose, stuffy head, even my headache and cough.
Cotylenol, complete cold medicine to relieve your complete cold.
Who knows you better than Kleenex, Susie Klein? Who else knows you sneeze?
Everybody.
That outcome-only Kleenex brand just made their perfectly good tissue
Soft, Bruiser.
even stronger.
Stronger? A little girl like this doesn't need a
Brace yourself, Bruiser. New, stronger Kleenex tissues.
Who knows you better than Kleenex?
Who would have known?
Who knows you better than we do?
Chris's doctor's been extremely thorough. There's nothing more we can do until she regains consciousness.
Thanks for the revelation.
What is that supposed to mean?
You can fill in your own blanks, Dr. Kelly.
Now, look, Derek, this is not the time for reopening old wounds.
Old wounds, new wounds, what the hell's the difference? They're not about to heal.
I want to talk about it. What I want to know is how this happened. How you could let it happen.
I didn't let anything happen. You hear me? I didn't let anything happen. Now, as far as I understand it, she set a trap for this intruder.
All by herself?
Somehow, he managed to shoot her. He probably figured she was dead. That's about the only thing we have to be thankful for at this point.
Oh, damn.
Then he put her gun back in her hand. The gun he'd stolen from her at Image, Inc. So I figure he was trying to set it up to look like a suicide.
There's nothing you could have done to prevent it, huh?
She disobeyed my orders. She set this whole thing up on her own. Now, I had two men watching that building, one in the back and one on the front, and she neatly just took them out of the picture. So how was I supposed to figure that would happen, huh? And before you start going around making accusations, how about your part in this?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about deserting Chris when she was in trouble, old friend. I'm talking about you running off to London when she needed you
listen
here.
To me. I didn't do anything.
You are both going to have to leave this room now.
She's right. Can't discuss this here.
All right, I'll be outside if you want to discuss this further.
I sure would.
So anyway, you should have seen the look on this poor guy's face. He's standing there. Rick walks in and says, "Hi, I need 16,000 boxes of orange Jell-O for a pool party in Beverly Hills." This guy almost fell over. It was the funniest.
Hello.
Well, hi, Dr. L. Jeremy and I were just discussing the real world.
Oh. Well, is Preacher around?
Who knows? Just a second. Preacher!
Hi.
Preacher! Oh. Well, is this the work you were so anxious to get to?
Oh, well, I guess you'll never know, will you, hun?
Excuse me. How you doing, Dr. Carell?
Oh, just fine, Preacher.
Would you do me a big favor?
Yeah.
Just ignore Shelley. She's like fresh out of secretarial school. Wants to be an actress real bad. You know the type they try too hard?
I came by to find out how soon you think we can start the radio show.
Haven't you heard radio's dead?
Shelley, why don't you just chill down, huh? But Doc, the way I figured, everything should be ready by Friday at the latest.
Well, that'd be fine, just fine. Oh, and by the way, we're still going to need some volunteers to help man the suicide prevention phones.
Oh, brother, here we go again.
Well, I'd like to give it a try, Dr. Carell. Well, have you ever had any experience with this kind of thing?
No. What psychology was my major, well, before I switched to acting.
Are you kidding? Oh. Well, listen, I have a great idea. Would you be interested in a part-time job of screening callers for the radio show?
Oh, I'd love it.
Well, I'll talk to Geraldine Saxon and I'll get back to you.
Oh, that's great. Good.
Listen, about that hotline thing, you know, I may have some free time.
Dr. Carell, you know, Jeremy and I are so busy, we just don't have any time to help you out. Thanks loads, though. Come on, Jeremy.
Have I ever said anything to deserve that kind of attitude?
No, I think she came into this town with that attitude. And why don't you just let it slide? But I'll tell you what, you can count on me Friday night, because I'm going to be there for Dr. Beth Carell's big-time debut on WEON. How's that?
Fine.
What's going to be the name of this thing?
Mind Talk.
Mind Talk?
Mm-hmm. The name was Mrs. Saxon's idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking, that's probably like the greatest name I've ever heard for a show, right?
Lane, I've gone along with everything else, but now I've got to insist. I cannot start the publicity tour for Sword of Love this weekend.
It's only a couple of quick preliminaries. The main tour doesn't start until after the party at Image Inc. next week. That's when we launch the book officially.
I don't care.
Nancy, Dayton, Indianapolis, and Detroit are not exactly foreign ports of call.
No, I realize that. Lane, for all the years that Mike and I have been married, I mean, we have not been separated at Christmas time. That's the one time in the year that we count on being together, and I'm not going to break that tradition. Book or no book.
I've got the first bound copy of Sort of Love.
Did everything in my power to convince Chris to bring Matthew and join me in going to London, but she refused.
And so you went anyway?
Of course I went. I was committed to make the trip. But believe me, I did everything in my power to have her come with me.
Well, let me tell you something. Running away from trouble's not the way Chris would have handled it.
Running away? Is that what you said?
Yes.
That's what Chris called it. Same cop mentality. You both think alike, don't you? Bigger-than-life heroes trying to track down the evil forces of the world. Look where it got her.
You think her cop mentality is the reason she's lying in there like that? Because she wanted to grandstand? Because she wanted to get this guy on her own, like out of one of those westerns she likes so much?
What else?
You don't know her at all, do you?
With my family, I try to be as sensible as I can. So I watch what they eat and make sure they exercise. And I use the same sensible approach when it comes to pain relief. For us, it's Norwich aspirin. Norwich is pure aspirin, pure pain reliever. It has no caffeine, no additives. So when we take Norwich aspirin, we get only what we need. Pain relief, pure pain relief. And that sure makes sense to me.
Norwich aspirin, pure, sensible pain relief.
Most people can't help but help themselves to the most delicious brownies in the world, Duncan Hines. Bet you can't help but help yourself to the most delicious brownies in the world, Duncan Hines.
Of the leading mixes, Duncan Hines batter is the most smooth and creamy, which makes the most delicious, the moist delicious brownies.
So go ahead and help yourself. You know you gotta help yourself, so go ahead and help yourself to the most delicious brownies in the world,
Duncan Hines.
How shiny can Mr. Clean leave your no-wax floor? So shiny you might think it's wet. Oh, it's dry.
That's right.
Mr. Clean cleans clear to the shine, so it doesn't look dull when it's dry. Mr. Clean cuts through dirt and brings out the shine, so it doesn't look dull when it's dry. Mr. Clean, for a clean so shiny you might think it's wet.
It's right.
The Mr. Clean Shine.
I can see myself.
Well, looks like I need to apologize again. You know, having been a bachelor so long, I just didn't think the Christmas season would pose that much of a problem. Of course, I'll reschedule your appearances.
Thank you, Lane. I'm so glad you understand.
But I am going to insist that you save me a bit of whatever it is you're cooking for the holidays.
Mr. Carr is here.
Oh, hi, Mike.
I dropped by to pick up Nancy.
I'm almost through.
And to make sure I'm not causing any more trouble?
I was just telling Lane how important the holidays are to us.
And? And made me realize I've been playing Scrooge to my favorite author. Nancy convinced me I should postpone her appearances for another week or so. Consider it an early Christmas present.
Thank you. It means a lot to us.
My pleasure. And I guess this is as good a time as any to ask you to forgive me for my past mistakes. Great. Now, if we can just discuss a few details about next week's party. Nancy's all yours.
I agree. Buying a place might not be the best thing for us right now, babe. Hey, well, maybe we'd better wait until your law firm gets back on its feet again, huh? Yeah, well, I don't think that lawsuit of Marty's grandfather is exactly going to bring in lots of money. Hopeless. Yeah, well, from what you've told me, you're not going to only have to fight City Hall. You're going to have to take on several of the richest cities in this town. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, where were we? Well, no, I just don't think that Mitzi's really going to appreciate sharing the apartment with a grown man in his 38. So how about my place, huh? Yeah, I know Gavin might come back, but look, Dee Dee, we can deal with that when and if it happens. No, I don't want to have to move twice in the same month. Well, look, with our schedules, there isn't exactly a lot of time to go apartment, honey. What? Except tonight. Right. Okay. You win. Tonight, we hunt.
Derek, are you still here?
Hello, Beth.
Miles, how are you? I'm so glad you're back. I'm sorry, before when I left, Derek was here.
He's gone now.
Can I interest you in a cup of coffee? I can fill you in on everything we know about Chris's case so far.
No, thanks. Listen, I've gone over the chart maybe a dozen times. Must have memorized the damn thing by now. Listen, thank you for keeping an eye on her.
Happy to do it. How was London?
London. Oh, London was okay. Glad I made the trip. April is fine, and Adam is, well, he's growing so fast I hardly even recognize him. Starting to speak with an English accent. Oh, but I was happy to see him. Feel guilty as hell, though. She needed me and I wasn't here.
I don't know if there was anything you could have done. From what Derek said, Chris was determined to go through this all by herself.
How's Matthew holding up?
He's with Chris's parents in Pennsylvania. I talked to them by phone, and we felt it best not to tell him just
She
yet.
sent him away?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's why.
Miles?
That's why. Now I see why she put herself in the position she did, why she took such a terrible risk.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
When I used to spend the night with Chris, Matthew would be sent away to stay with Nellie, and we finally realized what a devastating effect it was having on him. So here comes another situation where she has to send him away.
Are you saying that's why she went against Derek's orders to speed up the case?
For Matthew's sake. So he could come home again.
Poochie for girls. Poochie notes and stuff, glamour nails, and overnighter for slumber parties. Each set sold separately. Poochie stamper. Ooh. Poochie comb. Ah. It's Poochie this and Poochie that and Poochie here and there. Poochie everywhere. Poochie. Poochie for girls.
Poochie notes and stuff, overnighter, and glamour nails. Each set sold separately. Where you find Mattel toys.
Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and... Where's the rice?
Not so terrific, Mrs. Lamont. It came out wrong and took 25 minutes.
You should have used minute rice for perfect rice every time in 5 minutes. Minute rice always turns out right. So light and fluffy and...
delicious.
Perfect every time. Now your dish
It's going to be perfect in 5 minutes.
Minute rice. Perfect rice in 5 minutes.
Tuesday, the girls fall for the hunk next door, but Jack sure is more than a lady killer. Three's Company. Then it's Madeline Kahn.
Excuse me.
In a whodunit that'll keep you laughing all night. Oh, Madeline. Good night.
Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue sky. Hey, Chief, do I see? What's the word? What's the word with Chris?
Unchanged.
Hey, come on. She's gonna be all right. She's much too strong to stay down for the count, you know?
I know. Look, I just got the report back from the New York Police Department on Jeremy Rhodes.
And?
Well, no record, no apparent connection to Chris at all. Studied photography at the New York School of Photography and Design, and everybody there had nothing but good things to say about him. All-American kid, right down to his sweat socks.
Yeah, so half the hood's in Monticello. That doesn't prove anything by me. You got anything else?
Not really. He worked part-time at a small studio. Then he came back here to Monticello. He's got quite a reputation as a top-notch photographer. That's about it on Jeremy Rhodes. Nothing here to explain how he and Chris might know each other, let alone why he'd want to kill her.
Yeah, well, I think I'm just gonna have to keep my eye on Mr. Rhodes anyway. Never know what might turn up, you know?
You do that. And See if you can speed up the check on the rest of the Image Inc. staff.
You got it, boss. Anything else?
Yes. I've been hearing from some of the men lately that, well, you've been breaking out into spontaneous song.
Gotta dance. Why, is somebody complaining?
Could you cut it out if there was?
Nope.
You and Dee Dee, you're actually going to be happy together.
I tell you, Chief, when I think about marrying and spending the rest of my life with her, oh yeah, we are gonna be happy.
Give her my best. Calvin.
Miles, I'm afraid I have to get back to my office.
Thanks again for keeping an eye on me.
Oh, anytime.
I remember when I just bought pots to put plants in. Today, I'm designing pots of my own. Now, that's a change for the better. I remember having to buy separate detergents and fabric softeners to get my laundry clean and soft. But Bold 3 detergent plus fabric softener changed that. Oh, I didn't change overnight. I mean, I knew Bold 3 was a tough detergent, so I knew it could really clean. But soften and control static, too? That's a lot to ask from one product. You know what? I had nothing to worry about. Bold 3 leaves my towels thick and soft, with just the right amount of freshness. As for static cling, these socks practically separate themselves. All that from one product.
A change for the better. Bold 3.
Grandpa, how come your new Citrus Hill orange juice tastes so yummy?
Because at Citrus Hill, we wait till the orange is full of sunshiny sweetness. But do you know how long it takes them to get all sunshiny sweet?
A week?
More like a year.
A whole year?
Yep. You see, honey, oranges take sunshine and turn it into sweet, delicious juice. More sun they get, the more naturally sweet.
Citrus Hill orange juice gets.
That's right. You can taste a year of sunshine in every sip.
Is Grandpa coming with us to the movies? He can't, Mommy. He has to watch his oranges get sweeter.
New Citrus Hill orange juice. There's a year of sunshine in every sip.
Would you believe that a laugh a day could keep the doctor away? Well, according to some new research, it can. Laughter, by increasing respiration, brings more needed oxygen to our blood and helps us to nourish our bodies and fight disease, which is important because many serious illnesses deplete our body's oxygen supply. Also, doctors now believe that laughter releases endorphins, the chemical in our bodies which act as a natural painkiller. So if you're ill, do whatever the doctor tells you, of course, and then watch a funny TV show or read a funny book or call a funny friend. Did you hear the one about...
Morris, I wish you could take golf lessons.
I'm more the polo type.
How's my backswing?
I thought she had a muscle spasm.
Lunchtime, sweetie.
I'm finicky, remember?
It's from 9 Lives. Sliced turkey and gravy.
She finally hit something right.
Yummy bite-sized turkey slices in creamy gravy.
Sliced turkey?
9 Lives tasty sliced dinners for finicky cats.
This is my favorite sport, 9 Lives.